explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown time! Fit it in the window for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, they've just put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC.
Makes the grab at the 30. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He might want another play. Toss sweep to the left. Plows through. Another broken tackle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got a chance. Crosses the 45. Flying down the right side. Pass attack. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Off-play action on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built their own physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football, picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Dropping back, it's Evans. With the catch, it's Matthews. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling.
There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Back has it. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Might be changing the route. Toss sweep to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll toss it to the left. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Throws it back. Caught near the sticks. It's Cox. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Evans. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense set for a 1st down play. He'll set up to throw. He's going to fire deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Let's it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Slithers into space. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Russell. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. They'll go hurry up here. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Offense facing fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the right. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nevada. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West Country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little too much on that one, John. Of his reach.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Evans. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Evans. Oh, he wants it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Long incompletions are okay. You got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Slings it. Tosses it incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Alabama quickly back to the line. Back to pass, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, he drops to throw. He's off spot in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Man, I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab down the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Looking for a man. It's Evans. Here's the pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Direct snap. Under fire. looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On target to the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
On fourth down, going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the... Just coming off the field.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. They'll test the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Back to throw, it's Russell. Got the back over the middle.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed over the middle, it's Berry. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
Going right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. See a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Grab near the marker. It's Evans. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To throw, it's Evans. Rushes on him. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Lets it fly. He's got it on the left. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the air, it's Evans. He's got an open man. On the move is the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they